am so glad that you have joined me today for Serenity Before Sunrise. My name is Sophia Antoine and I am your journaling coach. I am so glad that you are here this morning. You're here for a bit of journaling, a bit of motivation, and a whole lot of crazy. If you didn't know, I'm crazy. But if this is your first time with me, welcome. So glad you're here. To help you understand what we do here, I, Sophia Antoine, am a life and relationship coach. I have taken up journaling. I've researched it for many years and have done it myself, and I enjoy the clarity that I get from just putting all of my thoughts and feelings down on paper. So, what I do is provide you a journaling prompt with a little bit of background to help you kind of get some context. And if you don't need a journaling prompt, and sometimes I just mess up. If you don't need a journaling prompt, that's completely fine. If you want to just listen for the motivation or, listen to my random thoughts or my ramblings, I am here for that as well. So, we have been talking about perfectionism this week because last week we were talking about procrastination. There you go. We're talking about procrastination. So they actually work hand in hand because sometimes you just don't get started on a project or a task because you want it to be perfect. So you spend a lot of time trying to get it perfect, and then you run out of time to get it done properly or to get it done in a way that is acceptable to you or to even turn in good work altogether, right? And today we're talking about core beliefs. 2 days ago, we did the advantages of being a perfectionist. Yesterday was disadvantages. Today, we're talking about core beliefs and what makes your mind goes the way of being a perfectionist. What do you believe about yourself? What do you believe about the situation? So, I have a tendency to kind of read from my notes and then we'll unpack it and see what we get from there. So what I wrote when I was researching this was, there's a lot to unpack and discuss today, so let's get started. Here we are. Schema, or core beliefs, are something that you and I touched on before. So I don't know exactly what topic we were on, but we talked about core beliefs. They are rules that you and I live by, or beliefs that you have about yourself, other people, the world, or life in general. So it's like what you believe, how you live your life, the rules around how you live your life. Your core beliefs can influence your emotions and situations. Your emotions influence your thoughts. Usually, if it comes about like that, it's ants, automatic negative thoughts. So you know the type of situation you get in and it feels like something that happened was a precursor to something negative happening. So it's kind of like that. So automatic negative thoughts causing misinterpretations of situations. So your emotions are probably all over the place during the time that you're having these beliefs, or the times where you can't trust somebody to do a task for you or on your behalf. So you're experiencing one or more physical sensations like gritting your teeth, clenching your fists, having sweaty palms, increased heart rate, and just different things like that when you get nervous. Maybe your palms get sweaty, maybe your underarms get sweaty, maybe your forehead gets sweaty, kind of balmy, things like that. So you're getting nervous. Remember when we initially started talking about being a perfectionist or perfectionism in general, it was said that it can lead to bouts of anxiety or depression. So most definitely, perfectionism leads to that because you want so badly to please the person that you are doing the job for. Maybe it's your boss, maybe it's your parents or something like that, or someone like that, and you just start getting nervous, right? So core beliefs also influence your actions. If you have positive emotions, that can cause positive thoughts and you're likely to have positive actions. But the reverse is true. So if you're in a situation and say you just really know your stuff and you're confident, so you got issued a task and you're confident about it, you have positive thoughts and you are jamming it out, you're just making things happen. But if you get something that you're not really sure about or that you're not really okay with doing, you start getting nervous, these negative thoughts, and there goes the procrastination because you want it to be perfect. That's how it works out. A common core belief for perfectionists is that they are bad. I'm sorry, let me go back to my notes. A common core belief for perfectionists is that they must be perfect or bad things will happen. There you go, that's what I was trying to say. They feel like if they aren't perfect, the result would be humiliation or rejection. And nobody likes to feel humiliated or rejected. You feel like it happens in front of everybody, even though it may just be one person or two people that are in your midst, or people that even catch your mistake. Because a lot of perfectionists, they find mistakes where people just overlook it. You're just doing too much. How about that? Let's call it what it is, doing too much. Most people who subscribe to this core belief also feel they have to do things perfectly so others won't be mad at them. You know, approval feels good, but being your own person feels so much better. You also are making a pretty big assumption that the person you are attempting to impress with your perfection will even notice. I just said that, right? So it's like you want to be perfect and you make this itty bitty mistake. Maybe you left the period off at the end of a sentence. And I do this. I can tell you I do this. And nobody probably even notices. They don't. Because remember, not only do you have a lot going on in your life, other people have a lot going on in their lives. So they're not taking the time to nitpick about the things that you have going on, or a mistake that you possibly made. What we can do in regards to these core beliefs is kind of train ourselves to think positively when the negative thoughts come. Now, I am so not in a world, I know I'm not in a world where everything can be positive, but you can put a positive spin on so many things. You can put a positive connotation on so many things, so as much as it depends on you, your part in the matter. So today, check out your core beliefs. What do you believe about the world? Just take inventory of your thoughts, even if it's not in your journal. Just be aware of your thoughts and see how you perceive the world. See what rules you have, because we talked about having rules, and I told you I don't ever cook in a dirty kitchen. That's one of my life rules. What are your life rules? And see how positive and negative, and how you allow people to interact with you based on your rules. You definitely need to have boundaries, but you don't need to make people feel bad because they don't live up to your rules or your expectations. Okay, so this is just really today a review of the things that are going on in your life, and what you're writing about today, or your prompt today, is really think about your core beliefs as related to perfection. Do you believe that people will love you more if you are perfect? Do you think the love people have with you is for you is based on perfection, how you perform? I can tell you, if love is based on performance, that's not really love. It's pushing yourself worth the effort. Is there a way to communicate your feelings or thoughts so that you don't have to assume? Can you just simply have a conversation with the person you want to notice your perfectionist tendencies, and really find out what they're actually looking for, or if they even notice at all? This is supposed to be a time of minimizing stress. We are going through so much in the world. And I know I probably say this every video, every other video, or every few minutes. I have no idea. But right now, minimize as much stress as you can. You have so much life ahead of you. Don't burn out all your nerves on things that probably don't even matter. There are so many other things to be concerned about. Don't be a perfectionist because it's the thing to do. Get the things right that matter. And if you don't, who the heck cares? Go back and fix it. It's a mistake. You don't have to be perfect, because you are wonderful just the way you are. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Go ahead and drink your water. Drink tons and tons of water. It's the days are getting longer and the sun is out, and I don't want you in the streets falling out. Let's just call it what it is. Just be careful drink your water, take your vitamins, and mind your business. Take care of yourself.